All right, hey guys. Hope you all had a great weekend. Uh, we're gonna do some more practice on word problems with equations because, after all, the whole reason we learned how to do equations is so that we could use them to solve real-world problems. So we're gonna look at a few of those today and learn how to turn them into equations that we can solve. So let's look at this. Juan and Rob are selling cookie dough for a school fundraiser. Juan has tea cookies, Juan has tea cookie dough orders, and Rob has 40 cookie dough orders. They have a total of 75 cookie dough orders altogether. So let's break this down and figure out how to put it into an equation. So it says write an equation to describe the situation. So we're going to start with our equal sign. And what's going to go on one side of it? Well, they have a total of 75 cookie dough orders altogether. So I'm going to put 75 on one side of the equation because that's their total. So on the left side, it says Juan has tea cookie dough orders. So if Juan has tea cookie dough orders and Rob has 40 cookie dough orders, then altogether they have 75. So I'm going to put tea and 40 together, just using addition, and that's going to equal 75. So then how do we get tea by itself? Well, what are we doing to tea? We're adding 40. So the opposite of adding 40 is subtracting 40. So we're going to subtract 40 from both sides. And then we'll get, on the left side, we'll be left with t. And on the right side, we're left with 35. Hope that makes sense. We're going to do another one here. Let's see. Okay, so Kojo wants to be an author. To improve his writing skills, every day after school he writes 3 pages of a story he's working on. Kojo has been writing his story for D days. He has a total of 81 pages completed. So, write an equation to describe the situation. So again, we're going to have an equal sign. And then on the, I always like to put on the right side, I always like to start the equation on the left side, kind of like a story, and then end it on the right side. So if he has a total of 81 pages, then the end of the story is going to be that the total is 81. After school, he writes 3 pages of the story he's working on, and he does that for D days. So let's think about that. So if he's writing 3 pages of a story, okay, he's writing 3 pages of a story, and he does that for D days. We don't know how many days. It could be 2 days, it could be 3 days, it could be 10 days. But however many days it is, so let's say it was 10 days. What would we do to figure that out? We would say 3 times 10, right? But we don't know how many days. So we're going to do 3D for 3 times D. So 3D, so this is our equation, 3D equals 81. So how do we get rid of that 3D? Well, what are we doing to the D? We're multiplying it by 3. So then the inverse of that is going to be to divide by 3. Okay, and then we're left with, on the left side, where these cancel out, we're left with D equals 27. So D equals 27. All right, let's go to another one here. Let's do this one. All right, Liang bought a basket of apples to make pies for her friends. The basket of apples weighed p pounds. Before she had time to make the pies, she ate 3 pounds of apples. There are 17 pounds of apples left to make the pies. So this one, we need to look at this one closely because it can be a little tricky if we don't if we don't interpret it correctly. So write an equation to describe the situation. So we know we have an equation. We know that she had a basket of apples that weighed p pounds. So the total pounds of the apples, or the total weight of the apples in her basket is p. We don't know what it is, but we know that it's p. Before she had time to make the pies, she ate 3 pounds of apples. So she ate 3 pounds of apples. Now, this is where we have to be careful and come down and look at this question down here. It says, what was the total weight of the basket of apples? So we don't want the weight. We don't want the weight after she ate the 3 pounds. We want the weight before she ate the 3 pounds. So we want the weight before she ate the 3 pounds. So if it's 17 right now and she ate 3 pounds of apples, then before she ate those apples, it would be that 17 pounds plus 3 more. And we can easily see the way we set up this equation that P is equal to 20. All right, let's see. Let's look at this one. A group of neighbors holding an end of summer block party are holding an end of summer block party. They buy P packs of hot dogs. P packs of hot dogs with 8 hot dogs in each pack. Altogether, they have 56 hot dogs for the party. Okay, so again, always going to start with my equation. The question is, how many packs of hot dogs did the neighbors buy? How many packs of hot dogs did the neighbors buy? So we know that they had 56 hot dogs total. Those are actual hot dogs. We want to know how many packs. We want to know how many packs of hot dogs that is. So if there's 8 in each pack and they bought P packs, then we know that however many packs there are, we're going to times that by 8, right? Because there's 8 hot dogs in each pack. So another way we could write P times 8 is 8P. So then we need to get rid of the 8. So P times 8, the opposite is divided by 8. We'll divide both sides by 8. And we're left with a P on this side. So P equals 56 divided by 8 is 7. Hope that makes sense. So there's 7 hot dogs in each pack. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll look at one more here. So let's look at this one. All right. Okay, let's look at this one. James and Simon have a reading assignment to complete. James has read R pages. Simon has read 75 pages. Together, they've read a total of 200 pages.